Hello and welcome to Cycle News. We're here at the fantastic Dainese D store in Costa Mesa to find out what it takes to get the right fitting helmet for your head.
Hi, I'm Patrycja of AGV Helmets. This is Peter. He's going to be my model today. We're at the D store Orange County in Costa Mesa, California, and we're going to show you how to properly fit a motorcycle helmet today. Before I start fitting Peter for a helmet, I just want to say what we're looking for. So in Peter's case, he does mainly commuting and occasionally he goes on a longer weekend ride with his friends. We determined that he's looking for primarily a sport/sport touring helmet. So now we're going to identify the proper fit for him. And what does actually proper fit mean? So first and foremost, it means snug. We're looking for a snug helmet because we want that helmet to be right where it needs to be in case anything happens. In case of an accident, we want the helmet to stay in place, stay snugly protecting the head. When the helmet doesn't fit snug, it leaves room for the wind noise to get in, so it may distract you from focusing on a road. When a helmet doesn't fit right, it will move around when you're trying to check your blind spot. In case of an accident, you won't be properly protected. That's why snug fit, comfortable fit are our primary concern when fitting a helmet. Okay, so now I'm going to measure Peter's head. All right. Perfect. Great. So Peter is exactly 59 centimeters, and in AGV range that corresponds to size medium-large. Here's a GT Veloce helmet, and before I'll have Peter put it on, I just want to let him know what to expect. So when putting on a helmet, a lot of riders make a mistake of choosing a size to two sizes too big because they pay attention mainly to the cheek pads fitment. It's very important to primarily focus on your crown pad because the crown pad is going to break in up to about 5%, whereas cheek pads will break in up to 15 to 20%. And of course, we can always try to adjust them down to adjust the thickness. So Peter, primarily pay attention to the crown of your head. And the best way to put the helmet on is just to spread the chin straps apart, and kind of balance the helmet with your fingers, and then put it on. Okay, so try doing that. And then put it on your head. Perfect. I'm gonna open it so he can feel comfortable and breathe. Okay, great. So my first assessment will be to see if there are any gaps around the helmet and his face and his head. So I don't see any gaps between his helmet and the forehead. I don't see anything on the sides. The cheek pads look pretty comfortable. So I think we're in a good place. Now I'm gonna have Peter put the chin strap on. Just pull it through the double D ring. First through both rings, then through the first one. You want to pull it to not be too tight, but to be securely fastened. And then we can put the button on to make sure that it doesn't flap around and hit you in the face. So now I'm going to do a couple of tests to determine if the fit is proper and if the helmet fits snugly. So first of all, I'm going to try to move it up and down. Now, if you notice, what I'm looking for is the helmet pulling his skin with it as we move it around. So you can notice that on his forehead and his cheek pads are being pulled. Now we're gonna move it to the side. Okay. The helmet stays securely in place. It doesn't slide around. That's exactly what we're looking for. Then the last test I'm going to do is, Peter, try to pull it down and roll it off your head. Okay, it's perfect. It sits exactly where it needs to be. So summing up, the first step in fitting a helmet is to measure your head. make sure to take a couple of measurements to make sure that you're getting exactly the size at the widest point of your head. The second step would be to reference the size chart, find your size, and grab a helmet. Sometimes the size chart might not correspond perfectly to the helmet fitment on your head. Always use the fitment and trying on the helmet as your primary guide, because again, snug fit is the most important thing. Once we've done that, you can put the helmet on and see if there are any gaps in between your head and the helmet. If there are no gaps, if you feel pretty comfortable, if you don't feel any pressure points front to back or on the sides, we're in good shape. We can move forward. You want to fasten the chin strap and then do a couple of tests. First, move it up and down, move the helmet to the sides, and try rolling it off. If the helmet pulls your skin with it, if it stays securely in place, we're in good shape and you found your size. Sometimes it's hard to determine exactly if it's your size. Sometimes you might be right in between, so don't hesitate to keep the helmet on for 5-10 minutes, as long as you need, to find out if you're really sure that this is your perfect snug size.